Hello my friends and welcome. Today I will knit fingerless gloves or mittens. I've done one already, looks like that. Now I just need to do the one left hand. I'm using just maxi wool yarn. It's 125 meters and 100 grams. Suggested needles are 6 to 7 mil. I am using 4mm needles. I've done the swatch in plain stocking stitch, and it measured 1.89 stitches in 1 centimeter. And here they measure your hand just around this place there, and mine is 19 centimeters there. So I multiply those 19 centimeters by 1.89 and I get 34 stitches. And because I will knit this braid here or cable. It's does squeeze material a little bit, so I did another swatch separately for that one. But if you don't want to do that, I would say if it's safe to add extra 4 stitches for this part here. So first I start with casting on 36 stitches, and I did use 3.5 millimeters for this part, but I would say it's safe to use 4 millimeters for the whole mitten there. Here I didn't change and it was just 4 mil there. So I cast 6 stitches on here, and then when I'm done, this is rib stitch 2 by 2. So when I'll be done with this part here, one row I will increase 4 stitches, and from there on I will go 40 stitches together. So you will need double pointed needles, 4 millimeters, cable needle, or you can use toothpick, and you need just a couple markers there as well. First I'll cast on 36 stitches. I use just regular cast on for this one. If you want, you can do tubular cast on. That's up to you. 36 stitches plus 1 to close knitting in circle. So I have 37 stitches, and I'll just divide them on 4 needles. Just put it on a flat surface and make sure that your plait there is not twisted, and the actual plait, instead of bumps, is facing you. And then we will connect our round together. So we take first casted stitch off the left hand needle and then put it on the right hand needle and pass 1 stitch over like that, and then put it back on left hand needle there. Tighten all the strings there, and I'm doing 2 by 2, so I'll start with 2 knit, 1, 2, and 2 purl, 1 and 2, and again 2 knit, and 2 purl. There's 1 stitch there. It's knit next, 1, and then I move to second needle there, and do second knit, two purl, 2 knit, and so on till we are back at the start of the round. I'm at the end of the round, and the last 2 stitches are purl stitches. That's one row done. Just tighten it up here and just continue with your rib stitch 2 by 2. So again, I have 2 knit stitches, 1, 2, and 2 bumpy ones, that's purl. Now I knitted 30 rows in rib stitch, and in my case that will give me 11 centimeters. So I need to change to bigger needles now. So I'm going to use needles number 4 mil, and for this one row I need to increase 4 stitches. So we are at the start of the row. Just here, I'm just going to put the marker there. And I will make an increase at the start of each needle. So I'll knit 1 here, and I'll just do it here. And I'll make increase from this strand between stitches. So I put it on the left hand needle and knit it sort of twisted way. There. Twisted stitch. That's just to prevent hole in that place there. And then I just continue knitting all knit stitches now. We don't do rib stitch anymore. Well, that's one needle done, and instead of 9 I have 10 stitches on the needle. And the same we do with the next one. I'll knit the first stitch here, pick up this strand there, put it on left hand needle, and kind of knit it like that, so it makes crossed stitch there, and continue with knit stitches. We'll do this row here, and it's going to be our row number 0. Now I've done my increases, and I have 40 stitches altogether now. And just a bit of theory here. In round knitting, the start of the round is here, and we count needles like first needle, and then second, third, and fourth needle here. And for our mitten, first and second needle will be our palm side, and third and fourth will be our back of the hand side of the mitten. And I will form increases here for the left hand, so it's going to be going that way. And on these needles here, which is 3 and 4, we will knit our braid. The braid consists of 18 stitches and 8 rows. The pattern is 8 rows, and then it starts again from row number 1 to row number 8. I want to knit 2 rows before I start to make increases. And for the braid, I want to start straight away. So I've written down these numbers here. But the braid is really simple. We will do twisting only in 2 places, and that's row number 4 and number 8. I've written down numbers, and it goes up to 29. For a minute I will change that when necessary. And here I've circled every 4th row, and this is where we will do twists in the braid. So that will be number 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and so on. And for our increases, first increase for the thumb part will start in row number 3, and then it will be all odd number rows, 3, 5, 7, 9, 50, 11, and so on. So I'm just going to guide you through now. So at this stage I've done row number 0, where we made 4 increases, and now we will start our count row number 1. Oh yeah, increases. So I have 10 stitches on the needle, which means I will do 10 increases, and I will increase in every second row. So it's going to be one increase, first increase row number 3, then second increase, and so on. And here last increase will be row number 12, 21, and here we will form our thumb. Before we start our knitting, I want to put back hand of the mitten, which is needle number 3 and 4, on one needle instead of 2. It will be easier for when we will form our braid. I just slide them off and put them on one needle, like that. So start of the row, needle number 1 and 2, that's our palm side, and 3 and 4, which is on one needle now, that's going to be where we will form our braid there. So if you have 9 stitches on the needle, you will do 9 increases, 8 increases, 11 stitches, you will do 11 increases, and so on. Now let's do row number 1. That's the start of the round, and palm side needles, 2 of them, needle number 1 and 2, we just knit. And now we are on needle number 3 and 4, and here we will form the braid. The braid consists, the pattern consists of 18 stitches. I have 20. So first and last stitch here will be our edge stitches for now, for a minute. We'll call them edge stitches, and I will purl both of them here. And then we will follow the pattern. So the first row for the pattern, it's the wrong side, but because we are doing circular knitting, there is no wrong side, obviously. And I already changed the pattern for circular knitting. And it looks like this. So all odd number rows, we will do exactly the same thing. So first edge stitch, purl, and then we will purl 2, and we'll do knit 2, purl 1 4 times. So knit 2, purl 1 time, knit 2, purl 1 second time, knit 2, purl 1 third time, and the same for the 4th time. And then we will knit 2 and purl 2. That's the first row done, and every odd number row we will do exactly the same. And this is our edge stitch at the moment, I'll call it, and I will purl it as well. So that's done, and we are back at the start of the round here. So I'm just going to cross out my first row there. This is done, and we will do second row. We don't need to make increase yet for the thumb. So first and second needle we just knit. Now I've done the first 2 needles, and I'm again where my braid is, and the second row is exactly the same as the first one. Yeah, so first edge stitch we will purl, and then we will just do, either you count this purl 2, knit 2, purl 1 4 times, knit 2, purl 2, or it's really easy to see. We'll just follow the pattern on odd number rows. So if you see little bumps, that's purl, purl 2, knit 2, and then purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, and purl 2. And my edge stitch here, I will purl that as well. And we are at the start of the round, so we can cross out row number 2. We've done that one. Now row number 3, and we need to we will have to make first increase for our thumb. So because it's a left hand mitten, our increase will go that way, kind of slanting to the left. Right hand is going to go towards the right side. So on needle number 1, I will put different color marker here, and I'll mark second stitch from the end of the needle, this one here. Just put the marker there. And this is the place where we will make our increases, just between second and third stitch from the end of first needle. So let's knit to our marker. So I have 10 stitches, so I will knit 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And here I will make increase. There is a stitch sitting on left hand needle, and just the one below that, I'll pick that up and put it on the left hand needle here and knit it through. It's like it sits twisted way, so I just knit it through back front loop there, and it makes sort of like a twisted stitch, and that's my first increase. And now I'll continue with the last 2 stitches here. Now I've done second needle and we move to the front of the hand, and here again we follow exactly the same pattern. So purl the edge stitch, just one in my case, then purl 2. You might write you can write that down if you want. Knit 2, and then purl a 1, knit 2 4 times. Oh, sun shining. So it's second time. Purl 1, knit 2 third time. And fourth time. And here we purl 2 and purl edge stitch as well. Now, so we've done our third row. I will just cross it out on my knitting plan. So row number 4, we don't need to make increase for the thumb, but we will do our first twist in the braid. So let's just knit through these 2 first needles. So I'm here where I did my increase in previous row, and I will just knit ordinary that increase. So it's one needle done, and we already have 11 stitches on the needle instead of 10. We are at the front of the hand now, and this is row number 4, where we'll do our first twist. Right, so here we will purl first edge stitch. That will be same for every row and the last as well. And then we will purl 2, 1, 2, like that. And now we will make our first twist of the needles. So we'll take these 3 stitches on the needle and put them on a cable needle like that. Just slide them off, put them on the cable, and we will keep this needle in front of the work here towards us. Yes, then we will just put it sort of out of the way and then knit next 2 stitches here. One and 2. And here you kind of need to close the gap, but don't make it too tight. Just leave it as it sits naturally. Now here you can see we have 2 knit stitches and 1 purl stitch. So we need to take purl stitch off and put it on left hand needle like that. And here put your yarn as if to purl, yes, in front of the needle, your left hand needle here, and purl that stitch. Purl that one. And now we will move these 2 knit stitches on to the left hand needle like that. And it's all kind of squeezing together and everything, but don't worry about it. Just don't knit too tightly in this part here. And as you can see, those are 2 knitted stitches sitting like that now. And we will knit the first one and then the second knit stitch like this. Now, then we will purl 1 like that, and here we will do exactly the same. We'll take 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, take them off the needle as if to purl wise, yeah, not like that, but here. So again we have 2 knit stitches and 1 purl stitch. Put them on the needle and keep this cable needle in front of your work. Knit next 2 stitches after. 1, 2, like this, and then move purl stitch to the left hand needle here, a bit tight, like that, and then just take your working yarn, put it on the top of your left hand needle and purl the stitch, yeah, like that. Purl it, and then move the rest. Don't take this first, just move them as they sit. This one first, or just pick them both up straight away on the needle and slide them off. And we will knit these. So yarn is behind the needle now. You knit the first knit stitch and the second, like that, and then we will purl 1, knit 2, 1, 2, and purl 2. And our side edge stitch we will purl as well here. So that's our first first twist is done, and we are done. This end of the round. we are done with our row number 4. We'll cross that out and we will start row number 5, and here we will make second increase for the thumb. And now row number 5, and I will knit, this is the first needle, yeah, start of the round, first needle, and again I will knit the last 2 stitches, and I will make increase here, and that will be the second increase. So 2 stitches left, and again we will pick this strand between 2 stitches there, put it on left hand needle, and again we will knit it through the front loop, twisted way, like that, and finish last 2 stitches. That's the second increase done. Second needle we knit as usual, we don't do anything there. Now here where our braid is, number 5, we don't do anything, we just follow the pattern, we knit as we see, and just cross the row number 5 out. We've done that one, that's done. Now number 6, we don't need to anything, we just knit. And also do the same, that's exactly the same, you just follow the pattern, and I'll meet you at the start of the round there. Number 6, we cross that out, and row number 7, we will make the third increase for the thumb. Pick the strand up, put it on left hand needle, and knit a twisted stitch there, here, and last 2 stitches. That's our third increase. Then we continue here exactly the same, pattern doesn't change, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. So let's do row number 8. We don't need to make increase here, we've done it in previous round. Now that's row number 8, and I need to do my twist here. So first edge stitch we will purl, and we will purl these first 2 stitches here, purl 2, which is 1 and 2. Now in here we'll take 3 stitches and put them on cable needle, 1, 2, 3 on the needle, and this time we will hold needle at the back of our work, and just put the yarn in front of you, needle goes back like this, and here we will knit next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and now put the yarn in front of the work so it doesn't get in your way, and here we will take, again we have 2 knit stitches here and 1 purl stitch, so we put the purl stitch back on the left hand needle, slide it off your cable needle, and we will purl that one. So it's like this, and we purl that stitch like that, and again put the yarn in front of your work and slide off next 2 stitches on left hand needle like that. Yarn goes under the left hand needle, yeah, because we need to knit these 2. and then we knit first and knit the second one like that, and then again we purl this one in the middle here like this, and again take off 3 stitches, put them on cable needle like this, and again yarn goes in front of the work, and we'll put the cable needle behind the work, knit next 2 stitches here, 1 and 2, put the yarn in front of your work and take the first stitch off, that's the purl stitch, take it off the cable needle and put it on your left hand needle there like this, and your working yarn stays in front of the needle here, yeah, because we will purl this stitch. We go and purl it and move yarn to the front and take the next 2 stitches. You can take them both together, just hook them both and slide them off the cable needle, and then we will knit them, yeah, yarn goes behind the needle and we knit one and the second one like that, and then we will continue with pattern, which is 2 purl, 1 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl, and purl the edge stitch, and that's row number 8 done, and we've done 2 twists now, and now I'll cross the row number 8 and we'll start row number 9, which will be the same as row number 1 for the braid. In row number 9 we will make our 4th increase there. So when you get to row number 12, just keep making these increases in every second row. When you get to row number 12, you do exactly the same what we did in row number 4. You take those 3 stitches off, and this time keep the cable needle in front of your work and do your knitting, and then row number 16 here will be exactly as row number 8. You take 3 stitches off and keep the needle at the back of your work. Now I've done 22 rows and my increases are done now. All looks like that, and it's time to put these stitches on extra yarn, and those will be later we use them for the thumb. So I need tapestry needle and different color yarn, or the same, it doesn't matter. And now here, this is our start of the rounds. I'll move this marker again a little bit higher so it's easier for me to see. And from this needle I will knit all the stitches till last 2. The 2 stitches left on this first needle here, and I'll put them on separate yarn, 2 here and 8 from the second needle, so it will be 10 stitches total for the thumb. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull your yarn through. It's not going to be easy to knit on 2 needles, so it's our first needle, yeah? Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I have 8 here, and I will knit these two, and then I will end up with 10 stitches here, and also 10 for the thumb. So now start of the row here. So now it's going to be our first needle. This will be second needle, and that's for our palm, and that we will continue with our cable, and that will be our needle number 3. So here just knit next 2, and in this place here just make sure you tighten up your yarn there, so there's no big hole here where the thumb will be, and the second one as well. Tighten them up. That's done, and we move to our cable now here. So that's our little thumb stitches here, and I'm on row number 23. I don't need to twist anything in this row, so I just knit as I see, and first 2 as well here, tighten up. I'm just going to cross it out in row number 3. That's done, and next is 24. So here we'll now just continue with stocking stitch. We just knit on these 2 needles here, and here I'm going to continue with the pattern, with my cable pattern now. At the moment mitten looks like that. If you put it on, here is our thumb there, and our cable is here there. We just knit all these stitches, we just knit, and here this is our connection there, and here as well in the second row you knit that stitch and just pull your yarn tightly, and second as well, like that. And we will move to our cable, and it's row number 24, and I will do the twist here again. I've done 26 rows, and I will start 2 by 2 rib stitch now. I just wanted to show you, I want these like knit stitches to continue in knitting other than purl stitches. So there's a little bit of counting. So if you take, for example, these 2 knit, 2 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl, and these will be knit as well. So that will be good. So purl 2, these will be knit, 2 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl, 2 knit, purl 1 here, purl another there, 2 knit, 2 purl, 2 knit, 2 purl, and I will start with 1 knit stitch here. You see I'm coming here, and it's I've done 1 knit, 2 knit, 1 purl, 2 purl, and here I have 2 knit, and it will just continue going that way. Now I've done 36 rows altogether, and this will be enough for me, and I'll do the binding off now. Just the usual ordinary one. At the start of the round here we'll knit 1. This is purl stitch, so I will purl it, and then just slip the first one over the second one, and again purl it, and slip the first one over. Try not to do it too tightly. Knit and pass over, and just follow the pattern. Purl the purl stitches, purl and pass over, and continue to the end of the round. Done. I've done the binding off, and it's time to do the thumb here. I'm just going to pick up these stitches. I have 10 in total, so I'll put 5 on one needle and 5 on another. 5 here. Four, and the 5th one is here, and you can pull out your string like that. I will take new yarn and a needle here, and I have one here, one there. I'll pick up this one as well, and one here and another one there. 5 in total. This one here first. And knit it in a crossway like that. That's one. Now there's this second one here. There. Put it on a needle. And again in crossway. Tighten this up. There's this one here in the middle. I'll pick that one as well. It's the 3rd one, 4th number here. And the last one, number 5. Like that, 5 stitches. Just tighten up there. I'm going to put it here at the start of the round. And I'll knit 1, tighten all it up, 2 and 5. So it's the first needle here. Second needle, we knit 5 again. Five. The 3rd needle where we picked up, just picked up the stitches there. And just knit 1. Tighten your string up. 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we've done 1 row, and here just pull that string there. We will hide it later. And again just continue in rounds, and I will do only 8 rows. So I've done 1, this is the second one. I'll do 8 together, all together. I'll do the binding exactly as the same as here. So you just knit first one and knit second one and then pass over, knit, pass over, and move to next needle, and knit, and continue to the end of the round. Because we are knitting in circles, we have this little like a gap there between start of the round and end of the round. That's easily fixable. You need to hide this end of the yarns anyway. Just use tapestry needle and here we'll just connect the end of the round with the start of the round like that. Maybe just go through here. Just make sure you tighten it up, but not too much. And one more here, like this. And then we just go to the left, to the wrong side of the knitting, and hide the yarn there. I already showed that on previous videos. Do the same here, and this string there, that one, the same for another mitten there, and then you are done. Now I've done row number 2, and it's time for row number 3 and our first increase for our thumb. So this is going to be right thumb, right hand. So I marked 2 stitches here, and this is where we will make increases. I do knit first needle, I just knit. That's needle number 2, and I knit first 2 stitches, 1, 2, and here we pick up this loop here and knit the stitch, crossed stitch, first increase, and we just keep we continue knitting, and we'll do it 10 together, which means we will knit we will make increases for 20 rows altogether. Now I've done my increases here, finished. I'm at the start of the round, and here I will, from first needle, I will knit first 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and the rest of them I will put on a spare piece of string, and also I will put these extra 2 stitches on it as well. Just put that string through, continue to knit, like that, and just make sure that you tug properly so there's no hole left in joining there. Like that, and just knit the rest of the stitches here.